Before the video begins, let's have a little chat here, okay? I had some people commenting on my last video. Roball, why aren't you gonna participate in the war? You could make a difference. No, I won't make a difference. I'm telling you this right now. I'll explain the war a little bit more just so you guys understand. A lot of people think you're not gonna be able to damage your teammate. Some think you will be able to damage your teammate. I'm under the assumption that you will be able to damage your teammate. I've seen chats between Snake World and all the other admins and stuff like that, all the other Katsuki in the world chat for NO2, and it seems like they're leaning towards making it so we can damage each other, so I'm not trying to get myself killed because my teammate damaged me or he was mad or she was mad. I'm leaning towards that side. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but anyways, I'm a C- rank. Now, some people are saying, oh, Dan Uzumaki's F+, but he's still going in. Dan has Rasengan. Like, that's the only argument you could have. Like, he has Rasengan and he's good at fighting too, so Dan's gonna be making a difference, so don't count him out, but you can count me out because all I got is Gates and Yotsuki and Taijutsu, which is not enough to defeat any Akatsuki member, especially when one, I think it was Conan, wants to target me and kill me on sight. So yeah, I'm basically a sitting duck or a walking duck when I'm there. And another thing when it comes to the war, a C- isn't going to make much of a difference, but they'll make more of a difference than maybe an F+ or a D- or E would. But here's the thing, even though I'm a C-, we have a lot of S ranks and really high ranks going into the war, and I'd rather have them fight the war than a C- fight the war, because if a C- with their health and the HP, like let's say I had 100 health and did like 10 damage per hit, counting that person, and then an S rank person were to go into the war, they could maybe have 200 health and do 20 damage. They would be double as like useful than I would be in the war. That's all I want to say. I'm not going to be useful in this war, and I recognize how useless I would be compared to a higher rank in the war. Dan can make a difference because that man can make some damage, he can fight. That's all I'm saying. Let's get on with the video. So currently we have a list of who are like the main forces fighting in the war, I guess. Like who are the main fighters, whether it be the Akatsuki or Madara, whether it be the people of the GSA, you know, the Great Shinobi Alliance, I think that's what it stands for. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't even care. But when it comes to that, these are the Shinobi forces in the Akatsuki. We got all these people. Pain, Conan, Itachi, Deidara, and Kabuto are still alive. We've seen Deidara fight on other videos. You can watch people's videos on NO2. He's fought quite a bit. Deidara was actually the first Akatsuki I ever met while playing NO2, and he killed me. So that was fun. I think, yeah, he killed me. That was pretty fun. Then Kabuto I've never met in game. I've met Itachi. I've never met Conan in game, and I think they changed Conan to be Melon. I don't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know. And then we also have Pain in the battle as well. But if you look at the fighters for the Akatsuki, there's about half of them being Edo Tensei, and that includes Madara, of course, because altogether it's about 10 Akatsuki. I think it's 10 Akatsuki. And then Orochimaru's not fighting with the Akatsuki, he's actually fighting with the Shinobi forces, which is pretty cool to be honest. But we also have some footage of Madara that I'll be showing later on in the video, and I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of strange, but it's kind of Snake World style. But we got Konga fighting, we got Sendo, Stala, Tobirama, and we got Nero as well. Now, I'm gonna name whoever I can remember who is who, but if you look at Konga, that's the Tsuchikage, the guy with the bees. Sendo is Kilo's, the guy with the lava, who honestly scared me a lot when I was playing NO2. Stala is my boy Stala, Daddy Addy, the man who's gonna be teleporting people around with Tobirama. The two of them are my favorite Kages, like, in terms of like their specs. I like their specs a lot. And then Nero is Nayuki, I believe. He's the second Raikage, one of my favorite Kages as well. We got Edo Raza, he's Edo Tensei. That's Raza, that's I think the first Kazekage, the dude with like the iron sand, like the gray sand. We got Dex, oh I skipped one, but Dex is also a Kazekage, he got the wind stuff. Got Orochimaru, and then Edo Hisato, I said Edo Hisato, that's actually the Hashirama of the game. He's pretty cool. If you saw my last video, he actually put a little bit of wood in the pit and blocked us from falling in the pit before, so that's pretty cool. Then we have Kaido, I think he's Killua, I think he's the second Tsuchikage. I think Konga was Tsuchikage for like one of the longest times, then Rei's like Mizukage, never met Rei. Voy, he's the third Raikage. And then Matt, I think is, what was he? I think he's a new Kazekage or something like that. I think Fino, I think he wiped himself on accident, so I don't think he's going to be in the war either. But these are the fighters that we have in the Shinobi forces in the Akatsuki. It's looking a little bit stacked on the Akatsuki side. I'm not gonna lie. The Kages look pretty cool. The Kages do have awakenings though, so that's pretty cool. But when it comes to comparing these two sides, it looks like it's leaning a little bit more towards the Akatsuki. But what we do have is numbers. We're not just gonna have the Kages in the battle. We're gonna have normal players too. And some of these normal players are actually pretty skilled. Like Dan, he has the Rasengan. I believe there's a Mist villager that also has Rasengan. I've never met him though, so I don't know him. And there's also some Cloud villagers that can box pretty well. We got Justin with the gates. We got a bunch of other people with gates as well that I don't know if they're going to be in the battle, but they might. But with gates users are going to get, if they have 8th gate, I think they're going to get that one like Might Guy move. I'll show like a gif or something like that. They're going to get like a Might Guy move that looks, not going to lie, it looks pretty dope in the anime from what I've seen on YouTube videos and like on the websites and stuff like that. But in game is what we'll have to see. I'm going to try to convince Justin to stream his battle. I honestly don't think he should, but he mentioned wanting to stream it, so if he does, I'll find a link to it and I'll link it in my Discord chat. Link is down below. But that's pretty much it for the Shinobi forces and the Akatsuki members and everything. What I want to do now is talk about Madara Uchiha and what's going on with that. Now, from what I've heard, the guy that's Madara in the game used to be Tobi or Obito, whatever you want to call him. He used to be Tobi, and he became Madara, I guess, for the war itself. And what he said in the Discord chat was that he's not going to be like executing people and permadeathing people until he's revived or something like that. So I think he's going to be chilling in like maybe some desert spot. I don't remember what it was, but he's going to be chilling somewhere, and then players can, you know, go after him, I guess. And he's not going to be like permadeathing them until he's revived, which is, I guess, pretty good. Now let's take a look at the one, the only Madara Uchiha and what he looks like in NO2, so all these NO2 copies can look at it and maybe use it for themselves. But this is what he looks like in game, and in game, I'm not gonna lie, the eyes kind of weird, but it makes sense. I think he only had one eye at the time. I don't really know too much about Naruto history, but that's what happened. And then if you look at his clothing is pretty decent, nothing too shabby there. But what I noticed is that he has the staff and he also has the orbs around him, so I don't think we're gonna have to I don't think only Gates users are going to be able to beat Madara. I think it's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of tactical strength is what I'll say to beat this dude, because he doesn't look scary at first, but I'm pretty sure this man, when at low HP, he's going to be able to do something that's going to cause damage, aka like a planetary level damage, maybe summoning a rock and hitting the ground with a giant rock from the sky or outer space. So fear not, hopefully the Kages can do something like that, do something about it, I mean. And yeah, but we'll see. Let's load up some GIFs real quick, because there's only like one GIF of Madara using moves, but from what I can tell, it doesn't seem too scary. Like the move itself isn't too scary, it's just a fireball. Now as you can see, the fireball, it's not really that different from normal things. Maybe it's gonna have an effect where it explodes and does a lot of damage, AoE. I know a lot of Kages have abilities that do AoE damage, and maybe Akatsuki have it as well. But what I do know is that this guy is gonna be powerful. This man has 3, 6, 9, 10 orbs. No, sorry, he has 8 orbs. That was my fault. I think it's like the truth orbs or something like that. I don't remember what they're called. He has 8 of them. Roball's counting skills are not on par or on peak today. That's not good. But what's gonna happen after? Like, I'm talking about Madara, I'm talking about the war. What's gonna happen after this? What if we lose? What if we win? Maybe I'll make a video on that in the future, but for now I just wanna like talk about it, because I know some of you want to hear this. If you don't want to hear it, that's fine, but what's gonna happen with this war? Let's take a scenario where the Akatsuki wins, okay? Let's say the Akatsuki wins, the Kages all get wiped and everything, NO2 gets closed. Okay, NO2's gone, that's it. But what if NO2 is not actually gonna close? What if the game's just gonna temporarily close and switch eras? We lose all our Kages, we lose all our specs. Maybe Snake World doesn't want to make any more specs, so he's using this as a way to, you know, wipe out anybody with specs, so he doesn't have to change their stats or edit anything. No more promising anything to anybody. Maybe that's why he's doing it. Maybe. But what if we actually do lose the war and the game does stay closed? What's gonna happen now? Well, in my view, I think the game won't close, but if it does close, then that's it. Maybe there's gonna be an NO3, maybe there won't be, maybe NO2 will open like a few months, a year, maybe more. But from what I can tell, this doesn't seem like the end of NO2. I think if we lose, the game's gonna close, no more Kage specs and everything, okay, I understand. But the game might switch eras, and this is something I don't really want to happen, but I could see happening, that the game switches over to the Boruto era, or the Boruto, I don't know how you pronounce it, but Boruto era, where instead of being in the villages that we currently have, that's a little bit, you know, not up to date with the new Boruto mangas and everything, maybe the map changes and it shifts over to the Boruto era and everything's a little bit more futuristic. We have you know, jutsu, I don't know what they're called, jutsu weapons? What's it called, chakra stuff? You know what I'm talking about. Maybe the game has shinobi gauntlets, I don't know. Like, we could see that actually happening in this game. It wouldn't really be NO2 anymore, it could probably be like BO3, Boruto Online 3, I don't know. But the game does seem to have potential for that. But let's say none of that happens, we don't lose the war. Let's say we win. We're gonna lose some people. No one's gonna stay alive. Not everyone's gonna live. Let's say we win. That means all the Akatsuki gone. That means all Madara's gone, basically. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose some people, and I'm not gonna be too happy about that. I'm gonna be losing some good friends or some good people that I've met in the past, but hopefully they'll be reborn into the Cloud Village. That's what I think is gonna happen. I think people are gonna lose, people are gonna win. Whoever dies gets reborn into a village. That's that. That's what happens. That's what happened to, I think, Zetsu when he was killed. Like, he killed himself on accident, and then it basically revived him into, like, the Leaf Village or something. I think it was in Leaf Village or Stone. I think it was in Leaf. But that's what happened with him, so it's confirmed that when you do get PD'd as an Akatsuki, you do get reborn into a village or something like that. I think that could happen. I think if we win, just everybody gets reborn. If they lose or they died, that's pretty much it. The new era begins. It's like another wave, wave 5. So that wave 4 and before all can talk about the war and what they experienced. That could actually happen. But let's say we do win, and the game does close eventually anyways. Well, the game's closed, same as before. The game's gonna close. But I could still see it switching to another era. I could still see it switching to the Boruto map or whatever. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know who's gonna win. I'm hoping we win, but whatever happens, happens. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like, link your friends. I'll post another video on NO2 soon. Till then, it's been your man Roball. I'm signing out now. See you guys in the next video. Peace, everybody.